I'm Munzer Osman. I'm part of RWE Supply and Trading, where I work in the long-term modeling. So basically, we focus on commodity forecast prices on the long term. I basically work on hydrogen modeling tasks, and we kind of look to the future of hydrogen and so on. We use PLEXOS to see how the hydrogen infrastructure would look like in the future, how the hydrogen cost would be like, and so on. And knowing that hydrogen is quite, I would say, in the air topic, so everyone is talking about hydrogen, and almost everyone is new to this field. So lots of people are wondering how is it going to mature in terms of cost, infrastructure development, and so on. We're trying to target these questions and look into it. Actually, PLEXOS is a quite suitable platform, let's say, to do that, because it's quite flexible and it gives us the opportunity to forecast the hydrogen development and capacity built out, prices forecast, and also the different costs of the different hydrogen options for supply, for transport, and so on. So you kind of have an option to look to the whole value chain of hydrogen and to focus on specific parts of this value chain and to analyze it more in terms of cost, in terms of future opportunities, and so on. So for net zero scenarios, of course, everyone is looking to how to shift from conventional energy sources into more sustainable or renewable energy sources. So for that, we look to different aspects of the energy system and what's possible to decarbonize, with which technology, such as more renewables into the system, but also the role of hydrogen in decarbonizing the energy system, for example, or the other sectors like industrial, transport, and so on. So we try to use PLEXOS to basically address these questions and so on. So I've been using PLEXOS, I would say, for almost 2 years now, where I basically focus on hydrogen modeling and analysis. So I also use the electric class a lot from PLEXOS, with all the electric objects and classes, generators, lines, power to X, of course. But I think power to X object in PLEXOS is my favorite, because it's the translation from the electricity to hydrogen. So this would be the power to X. So I would say the great event. You get to meet lots of people who use PLEXOS from different industry sectors, and to be honest, I'm surprised of how big is the PLEXOS end users. And it's not just used for electricity or modeling hydrogen, it's also used for gas, for water, and it's quite diverse tool, I would say. I mean, for me, because I was using PLEXOS for almost only 2 years, so there's a lot to know. I am in a steep learning curve regarding PLEXOS, so of course training is very valuable for me, but at the same time the networking part, because as I mentioned, you get to meet a lot of people and just to ask what are they doing with PLEXOS and how different they are using it. I always send emails to the support because we have lots of questions, and usually they are quite responsive and they are flexible as well, because lots of email back and forth. So it's not just one question and they answered, but they can also follow up in the different cases that you ask them. So that's quite good. And they basically, I think, document almost everything. So all the questions you send to them, all the replies, and they always make sure if your problem is solved or not. Even if the solution is not available right now, they would forward it to the development team, and then they will follow up on it. So keep it going. From my perspective, I think the big advantage from PLEXOS Cloud is that you can use almost infinite machine power to run your simulations. Compare, for example, to Connect, where I think the machine power is limited by the number of licenses, but that's not in cloud. You can run whatever number of models you have based on the machines that you basically selected. So there is no simulation in queue. So that's a good advantage for us.